Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you see this or tune in. This is going to be a general reading for both Libra and Scorpio for August 2023. All the readings that I do are timeless, so for some people they may resonate in August 2023 or a few months in the past or a few months in the future. All right, so always take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. All right, this is also going to be general reading, so it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. All right, these readings also may be about you, or they may be about a person you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, your general environment situation. So always keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with Libra. I've pulled all of your cards ahead of time, Libra, just to save some time. All right, but I will be showing you all of the cards, and then at the end of this live I always upload one photo of all the cards here, so in case you want to see it again more up close in detail, you can do that. I will be putting it in the description box below after the live is done. All right. So everyone is welcome. We all have Libra somewhere in our chart, or Scorpio in our chart when we do Scorpio later. All right, what else? I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and do a quick sound bell here and then get into the energy of the Libra reading. All right. So we're gonna do the sound bell to kind of tap in to the energy. Also, it's a great way to ground for you guys and for myself, to just kind of tap into your body, take a couple of deep breaths if you feel like it, or just listen. All right, but it's also a good way for me to check in with my guides as well, to make sure that I am translating the messages to you guys as clearly as possible. All right, so if you're sensitive to sound, this might be a little loud for a few moments. Cleo, don't try to compete with the sound bell, okay? Come sit down. Shh. Sorry, that's my dog, one of my dogs. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune into the energy for Libra. All right. Let's see what we have coming up here for you, Libra, in August. All right, I also wanted to say welcome to everybody, right? Everyone is welcome. Okay. So let's see, we'll go ahead and call out your cards here, Libra, and then talk about the possible time frames that some of these things may occur. All right, so we're going to say that the first card can be from around August 1st through the 7th. Second card, second week of August, can be from around August 8th through the 14th. Third week of August can be from around August 15th through the 22nd. Again, none of these dates are set in stone. They're just kind of a guideline. And then the fourth card can be from around August 24th through the 31st of August, or even into a couple of days, first days of September. Okay, so I'll say those dates again when we're on each card, but it's not a huge focus point. Okay, so let's see here, Libra. You're starting off with the Chariot in the right side up position, the Princess of Sacred Circles, also known as Princess of Pentacles, in the right side up position, the Hierophant in the reverse position, and the World card in the right side up position. Wow. Okay, so Libra. Right off the bat here, you have, just want to make sure I'm counting right, 3 major arcanas, okay? And they're all in these 4 cards on the top. This is future, current, present energies, okay? And so the more major arcanas that show up in a reading can talk about a certain significant amount of change, okay? So definitely some changes happening here for you, Libra, coming up in August or even beyond. But let's go ahead and kind of see what else we have here for you before we break down each card. All right. You have 2 wands cards, so fire sign energy. 1 sword, 1 cup, 2 pentacles, and the rest are the major arcanas. Okay, so it looks like, what did I say? 2 wands and 2 pentacles. So it's a kind of a tie between the pentacles, earth sign energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and the other one being the wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so what does this mean, right? This can be an underlying theme to your reading here, Libra. So it can talk about the wands being our physical body, our health, okay? And the pentacles can be our money or our values, okay? So we'll kind of leave it like open like that because we'll get more in depth in here in just a few moments. I just want to make sure that the ambient music I have in the background isn't like super loud. Okay. But yeah, let's see here. So Libra, we're going to talk about the other cards here on the bottom, where and when Spirit wants to get into that. But that's why I just like to call out the first main 4, okay? But yeah, you start off this reading here, Libra, with some really nice energy. You have Cancer showing up. Oh yeah, so let's talk about the zodiac signs real quickly before I forget. So you've got Cancer right here, you've got Taurus right here, and then with the World card, you have 4 different zodiacs showing up. So it would be Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with, let's say, a Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio, right? Or it could be that you or the other person has a lot of those signs in your birth chart, all right? Or it could even be referencing Cancer season, Scorpio season, Taurus season, Aquarius season, Leo season of this year, of last year, next year, or it means nothing at all right? But I like to call out the signs as far as just the major arcanas here, okay? But we'll put that kind of over there, right, for people who want it and other people who don't. Don't worry about it too much. Okay. So we start off the reading with the Chariot in the right side up position here, Libra, Cancer energy. So this, in particular, when we're talking about the first card, it can be energy from the recent past that's still kind of trickling in or that we're picking up, right? But this is a really strong for momentum, fast-paced energy. So this man is on his chariot that are pulled by these 2 lions here, and they're going through the water, right? Cancer energy, water sign, okay? So this is about somebody or something here that really has like their masculine and feminine energies pretty balanced, okay? So we see that with the yellow lion and the black lion here, one on each side, okay? And so that makes the ride smoother, or the journey smoother, okay? When you have those things more in balance. But really, this is again that for momentum, pace, and speed. So everyone's going to be coming to this reading, since it's a general reading for multiple people, with different things that they want or don't want in their life, okay? But this is a very nice energy to start off a new month, any new month, okay? And it looks like some of this really nice energy here, Libra, was started more in the past as well, to kind of set it up for this to come out here in the future, current, present energies. The other thing I want to say, because it's Libra, right, balance scales, when we talked about that masculine and feminine energy in the Chariot card, that's also kind of balanced energy, okay? I can't remember if we have anything in the astrology notes for August about Libra? I can't remember. I don't think so off the top of my head. Well, towards the end of the month, yeah, we do. We do have Mars going into Libra on August 27th. Okay, so Mars, higher vibrational frequency of Mars would be entrepreneurship, leadership, confidence, go-getter type of energy. And the lower vibrational frequency of Mars would be anger, fighting, frustration, right? Mars, the god of war. So when it comes into air sign Libra, there's going to be more balance between those two, okay? Or it's going to give more justice themes, more beauty, more equal give and take within those themes, okay? So this is kind of something I wanted to mention real quickly. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your first card. It would probably be more towards the end of the reading because I said it was August 27th, okay? But I knew there was something in there about Libra, so I wanted to mention it, okay? But yeah, back to where we were here, Libra. We have the 9 of Wands in the right side up position and the 2 of Cups in the right side up position. And these are the sponsor cards, that kind of made it possible for this Chariot to show up in the right side up position. So in the past here, Libra, there was... Okay, no, you get locked out. Hold on, guys, 1 second. No, you don't know how to act. You get locked out. No, go play. Go play. Too loud. Alright, sorry, guys. The cats are chasing the dogs are chasing the cats. Okay, so anyway, this 9 of Wands energy here, Libra, that started in the past is really, how is the way to say it? It's like coming to the edge of an ending, new beginning. It could be around something with health, but it doesn't have to be, or it could be around something in the physical body, passion, exercise, like whatever it is. But it also is like having both a defense mechanism going on here in the past with the 9 of Wands, but also like wanting to get out of some type of victim mentality in the past as well. So not necessarily wanting to show that you're hurt or you're wounded in some way. So somebody got out of that energy here in the past and utilized that fire sign energy to move forward, and then they paired it with, or if it's a person, you yourself, someone else, or just the energy in general, was then paired with that 2 of Cups in the right side up position, okay? And so that is talking about unions, right? 2 of Cups, talking about emotions. So it's talking about some type of union. It could be romantic, platonic, with friends or family, or even self-love, okay? That really made it possible, again, for that Chariot to show up in the right side up position in that kind of future, current, present energies, okay? So it could also be multiple unions here, Libra, that supported this. It doesn't just have to be one, right? But it's beautiful, right? It's like an equal give and take, like I was saying earlier when we were talking about the Libra energy. So that's really nice to see, okay? If I was to pause your reading right here and find like where is the best time to accomplish something within my control during the month of August, it's pretty much all a green light except for the middle of August, okay? So your first week, I would say yes. Your second week, yes. And your fourth week, yes. But the middle week, the third week, is like a little bit, not terrible, right? But it's a slowdown of energy. It's a little bit of a blockage or stagnant energy here, okay? But still really good stuff, on the bookends, the beginning and the ending of the reading. But let's keep going in order here, Libra. All right. So we step into the second card, second week. We have the Princess of Sacred Circles, also known as Princess of Pentacles in the right side up position. And we said this could be from around August 8th through the 14th, okay? But this is a very abundant energy. Okay, we see this woman, she's pregnant, right? She has another kid on her stomach or her arms here. So it's really talking about being fertile, but not necessarily just in a physical woman's body. It's the metaphor for planting a seed for something that's going to grow in something else into the future, right? We don't always know the result, but it is planting those seeds and kind of preparing, okay? We have earth sign energy here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, okay? But it is a very abundant energy. So the money may be good at this time. If it's not necessarily money, or it could be money in addition to being valued. So am I being valued enough? Is the other person? Vice versa. Here it is a very nice kind of open energy, because also she's a princess and not a queen yet. She's not necessarily set in her ways, so she's open like this, okay? And so I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, Libra. If there was some type of leveling up that you wanted to do in your life, right, to take the next stage or step in something, it's very close here in the past, in the distant past, right? These two cards on the bottom that we just talked about with the Chariot. Could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, whatever the past is for you. Here it's more in the future, present, current energies, but she's still not a queen yet, okay? So if there was some type of leveling up that you wanted to do or was talking about in general, I would say it would be more towards the end of August, or maybe even not until, you know, September going onward. That's not to say that other great things aren't happening, but there is still like this growth stage, okay? So you could say, compare it to, because we're talking about imagery in the cards, someone being pregnant. So instead of someone being 9 months pregnant, they could be only like 3 months pregnant. So there's still this kind of like what do you call it, gestation period, where something still has to grow, okay? But it feels really nice. Like I said, your first and second week is very nice energy for momentum and progress here. Now the really only slowdown of energy or blockage is in that third week, okay? With the Hierophant in the reverse position. Again, we have Taurus energy here. I do know from reading other things about astrology for what's going on, right? We've got Venus is in retrograde, which is your ruler, right, Libra? So that's a whole nother can of worms. We won't open right now, but not all bad, right? But just intense. This Hierophant in the reverse position, Taurus energy, we also had the North nodes changing signs. So the North node was in Taurus, okay, and now it's in Aries. The South node was in Scorpio, now it's in Libra, okay? So that's another thing you should look into if you feel guided, right? I talk about it more in depth in the astrology notes video on my channel here, but it could be like if you're dealing with a Taurus, they're going to have a harder time during this transition period, or even if you're not necessarily dealing with a Taurus, wherever you have Taurus in your chart, right, where it says Taurus, or even if it's not actually Taurus, it'll be the house of Taurus, okay? But again, kind of put that aside for the moment and just talk about kind of the general vibes here that are showing up in this card. So it could be this energetic blockage, gentle reminder, or challenge, or kind of stagnant energy is someone having a falling out with a teacher, a mentor, a spiritual guide, somebody who's normally a leader. It could be you are having a falling out with your own leadership abilities or skills, or you're not feeling it, okay, during this time. It could also be for some of you guys that if you're dealing with schools or institutions, government, higher forms of institutions, there could be a blockage there as well, okay? But let's kind of like break down and see what's going on, because even though this is a slowdown of energy here, Libra, the rest of your reading, it feels like very, very light. Okay, it feels very like a faster pace, that things are moving in this kind of more positive feeling. Okay, so in that third week of August, again, there could just be a little bit of this blockage. But let's leak. Yes, we're leaking the details. The details are leaking out. Let's look at the cards that are underneath this card as well to kind of get even more insight. So we have the Four of Swords in the reverse position and the Two of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. Okay, these two cards are energy from the past, impacting this in the future, current, present energies. All right, so Libra, looks like here in the past, somebody was learning to not bury their anxiety, worry, overthinking. Okay, and so they started to unbury that and deal with it in a more positive way. Again, it could be you yourself, Libra, or someone you're dealing with, multiple people, or just the general environment situation. And then on the other hand, with the Two of Pentacles or Two of Sacred Circles here, there's a lot of juggling going on, okay? Juggling priorities in our lives, okay? Trying to also manifest not only money, right, but also maybe manifest some type of values, or being valued, or valuing ourselves more, or valuing others more, all those things, okay? So this Hierophant in the reverse position here with these two cards underneath it, it could be that this blockage here, Libra, is more about the juggling in the past and trying to do things in a more healthy way. So that could be why you're not feeling like a leader, or you're not feeling in touch with previous leaders, spiritual gurus, mentors, teachers, guides, priests, whatever it is, right? If we have a lot of other things like on our plate as far as priorities, and we're really trying to be more healthy with our own mental health, let's say, then it, of course, it's going to be harder to deal with those things. But whatever this is, Libra, it's not something to worry about too much, right? Because then right after it, the energy starts to pick up really fast again, okay? So it could be something to do with, again, the general astrology, but also it's giving you or someone else kind of a breath, to take a breath and kind of process all of these positive, good things that are happening as well, okay? So after you've taken that little breath, or the other person has, then we get to your fourth card, the World in the right side up position, which we said could be from around August 24th through the 31st, or basically the end of August into the first couple of days of September. All right, so I love this card. Again, we have 4 different zodiac energies showing up here. We've got Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. All right, but this is seeing the world from, let's say, the point of view of being in space, like how we see this card. So it's like this fresh energy of possibilities, of the world turning, things turning, a faster momentum, right? It's like a fresh slate, okay? So I know this sounds kind of silly maybe for some people, but every time I see this card, I always think of like aliens coming to Earth for the first time, right? They're like, what is this planet going to be like? What are there beings here? Like, what's going on, right? So it's kind of, the World card can kind of be similar to almost like the Hanged Man in this deck is shown as a baby in a mother's womb, right? So going back to the second week, it's like there's something that is so new and so fresh, and just has all these possibilities here for you, okay? So again, it's going to be different for everybody, but that's kind of like the general vibe here. But let's see what else we have here for you, Libra. All right. So then when we get over here to your confirmation card, we've got more fire sign energy over here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this card is going to come in here and confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks that we kind of just talked about. So you have the Princess of Wands in the right side up position. And the confirmation card is always the confirmation card. Yes, the confirmation card is always a combination of past and future energy. Okay, so with this Princess of Wands here showing up after the World, right, you've got 2 princesses. If I hold the cards there. Okay, so you got Princess in the second week. It's not the same card, but it's the Princess of Sacred Circles, Princess of Pentacles. And then you have the Princess of Wands at the end of the reading here, right? And so it again is this like being open to learning new things, not necessarily set in our ways. Can be talking about there's going to be better health, okay? Wands energy. Going to be more passion, creativity, exercise in the physical body, all those things, right? And enlightenment is just around the corner, right? So having all these, let's say, green lights or doors opening here, when the Princess of Wands is showing up too, she's holding a big flower here, almost like a sunflower. Okay, so that could be spiritual enlightenment, downloads, revelations. I finally understand something. It's just like right over there for you, Libra. It's so close, okay? But yeah, I think, well, what did we say? You tied between earth energy and fire energy in the minor and the minor, I can talk today, yes, in the minor arcana. And you had a little bit of air, a little bit of water, but yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of earth here too. So I would generally say, looking at your cards, you've got some water here. It doesn't feel like you need necessarily more water. It feels like more fire is really needed. Okay? And you had the Nine of Wands over here in the past, and then you have the Princess of Wands here in the past and future combination that we're talking about. So yeah, I don't know. It can be lots of different things for different people. But it also, in particular, the Princess of Wands is like Aries, really strong Aries energy. So entrepreneurship, right? We were talking about in the astrology notes. All the different things, the North Node moving into Aries. What else do we have about Aries here? I think that was the main one. But yeah, just really tapping into the high vibrational frequency of fire energy and making it work for you, right? When we think of air sign energy, like you are, Libra, the more air we have, the bigger the fire is going to get, right? Or vice versa, okay? So just think about that and what it may bring up for you, okay? But before you go, let's do your little oracle card here as well. It's really beautiful. Looks like a woman here kind of draped in this beautiful red gowns, and then almost looks even like a portal in the background, okay? And the name of the card is Passion for Purpose. Oh, hold on, hopefully you can see it. I'll hold it this way a little bit, up close. All right, so this is really beautiful. We're gonna see real quickly what the poem has to say. So this is from Rumi. He's a Persian 14th, 15th century poet, and they've taken some of his poetry and put it with these really beautiful drawn cards and imagery. Okay, so I'll read the poem. I'm not going to read all this, but then I will kind of summarize it as quickly as possible for you guys. Okay, all right, so here we go. Passion for Purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. Do you yearn to find your way, to fulfill your divine destiny, to know the purpose of your presence within the sacred body of the Earth Mother? Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as to your sacred task for this lifetime. Your heart wants to know why you were born and for what purpose. You must know that answer to these questions is love. I bring you your answer straight from the heart of the universe. Be wild within your passion. Do that which stirs your soul, and even when it makes you uncomfortable. Especially then, for what is being truly alive, if not a decision to be open instead of resistant, to be wild rather than comfortable, so that at any moment will be ready for the invitation of the divine beloved to come closer. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that the heart knows, the you that cannot deny life. To that you, I ask you this question: what stirs the passion of your nature? Do that and be that. All right. So yeah, that's beautiful and good. Kind of reminder for everybody here. So talking about life purpose, right? It says this oracle comes to you with guidance when you select this card. You are being initiated deeply into your life purpose. Your passion will reveal itself to you with more depth, nuance, and beauty than ever before. If parts of your life are dissembling or do not seem to be working out as you had planned, these are the symptoms of this passionate revelation. Okay, definitely pause it right here, right? Put it with the Princess of Wands, that sunflower I was talking about, the spiritual download revelation, aha moment being right around the corner, and it literally said revelation, right? Okay, let's see what else here real quickly. It says, be curious and open to what presents itself in the wake of the falling away of the old. Be ready for the journey within now. You are strong enough to leave behind the need for external validation while you learn to validate yourself. In time, soon enough, in fact, you shall reveal your innermost beauty and be witnessed and received, acknowledged for your innate value, purpose, and divinity. But for now, sweet beloved, dive deep. Be defiant and determined to honor your heart so that your deep passion may be witnessed by you and eventually, naturally, make its way into your sacred expression in this world. If you have recently discovered a new talent or purpose or have been dreaming some big dreams, this oracle comes to you with guidance and confirmation. You are excited. Follow that excitement. Let it lead you into your own truth and onto an ever more passionate path of purposeful living. Excuse me, my throat. That's beautiful. Again, good advice for everybody. But yeah, like I said, with all these green lights or open doors here, Libra, it could be some type of new job or a new redefined purpose of what you're supposed to do here while you're on this planet, all right? Excuse me, my allergies and all that stuff. Okay. So last thing here, if you want to get into the energy of this card even more, there's always a little meditation that goes along with it, right? It says, sit with one hand at your belly and one hand at your heart. Say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, brother of my soul, guardian of my heart, help me witness, receive, and express the divine depths of my passionate purpose. With merciful grace, let me know my life purpose and fulfill my unique divine destiny this lifetime. May I be gifted with the ability to consciously recognize the guiding hand of love on my journey, that I may serve the same hand through passionate and purposeful existence, surrendering into the greater passionate purpose of the universal heart. So be it. And then it says, sit quietly and imagine or intend that energy from the universal heart of love is flowing in through the back of your heart now and circulating between your belly and your heart. Any excess or old energy flows out through the back of your heart as a beautiful energy of love streams into your being. Stay with this gentle process for as long as it feels right for you. You may feel emotions, sexual energy, or nothing much at all. Whatever happens or does not happen or does not appear to happen, it is perfect for you at this time. So trust it and let it be. All right, I like that little imagery of the heart, like the old energy going out the back of your heart and the new energy coming in. Excuse me, from the front of your heart. So that's beautiful. I love that here for you, Libra. So yes, let me know in the comments down below if you feel guided, how this may be feeling for you, or it feels later as things come in. Always want to hear your comments, any suggestions, or just saying hi or whatever if you feel guided. All right, you don't have to, of course. But yeah, that is your reading, dear Libra. I'm going to again post one photo of all the cards here after this live is done. If you want to see it, again, all you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the instructions there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Scorpio energy. And I just want to look at the time so I have a mental note. We're at like 36, almost 37 minutes. All right. So yes, I will keep that up there in my brain if I can. All right. So let's go ahead and put all these cards together. Let them charge with the crystals a little bit. And we'll do another sound bell here and find out what is coming up for Scorpio. Alright, throw these in here. Again, let those kind of sit for a little bit. My rings keep wanting to fall off, my big ring on my middle finger. So I'm like trying to push it with the cards. Alright, good times. Here we go. Let's let those sit for a minute. We're going to do the sound bell to clear the energy of the cards as well, to reground, check in, all that good stuff. So if you're just tuning in now or later, right, we're getting into the Scorpio general reading for August 2023. Everybody is welcome. All right, so if you're sensitive to sound, this may be loud for a few moments. All right, so just kind of bear with it, or turn the volume down if you're not into it. All right, so here we go. This is for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. That one felt very nice. I mean, they usually do, but they always seem a little different every time. So why am I picking this up? I don't know. All right. Maybe these cards want to be shuffled first, so let's do that. All right. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for August 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio for August 2023. Alright, set this there for a moment. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for August 2023. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for their highest good and truth. If I can hold the card. There we go. For August 2023. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for August 2023. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? For their highest good. 4 cards only. Please, spirits. Messages for Scorpio. For water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for August 2023. Messages for Scorpio. Alright, so we're going to take the top and the bottom and kind of put these aside here. We'll figure out in a moment exactly how Spirit wants these cards. Just move them up. Okay. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for August 2023. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Nope. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion. Spirits, did you want the 4 of Wands in the right side position to represent the one and only tarot confirmation card for this Scorpio August reading? Yep. Okay. So that one just like flew out. It was like, take me, it was screaming it. So we did it. Okay. We're also going to take the top and the bottom. Alright. Let me go back to this stack here. I already shuffled pretty much. Okay. So spirits guide my hands. Spirits guide my hands for Scorpio. Alright. That was fast as well. We're just going to open the book to have ready for later. Stay there. Okay, let's figure out where they want all this stuff. Spirits, did you want the 4 of Swords in the reverse position here to represent the 3rd tarot card for the Scorpio August reading? Okay. And Spirits, did you want the 8 of Cups in the reverse position here to represent the 4th tarot card for the Scorpio August reading? Woo. Oh my god, sorry guys. It has been a long day, so excuse me. Alright. Excuse me, Spirits, as well. Alright. I come in love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice, wisdom, and guidance given, and thank you, of course, for listening. Spirits, did you want the 6 of Swords in the reverse position to represent what's on top of this Hermaic tarot deck for this Scorpio August reading? Okay, so they said yes for the placements or the orientation of the cards. Now, let's see. Kind of feels like these two want to go here, and then these two maybe want to go here. But I'm not 100% sure, so let's find out. Oh, I got another mosquito bite, guys. It's crazy. Okay. No matter how many clothes I wear or what, they're like, we'll get ya. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So, spirits, did you want me to talk about the Six of Swords in the reverse position and the Eight of Pentacles in the right side up position when I talk about the Four of Swords in the reverse position? Yep, so they want that there. Okay, let's check this. And spirits, did you want me to talk about the Ace of Swords in the right side up position and the Fool in the right side up position when I talk about the Eight of Cups in the reverse position? They're like, yes, no. But then yes. Okay. Spirits, can you please give me a clear and definitive yes or no answer? Did you want the Ace of Swords in the right side up position and the Fool in the reverse, and the Fool in the right side up position to be talked about when I talk about the Eight of Cups in the reverse position? Alright, so they finally said yes. So we'll kind of add that back and forth energy into the reading since it really felt like that. Alright, but let's go ahead now and take your photo, Scorpio, and then get started here before I forget. Alright, let's see. Got a little bit of glare going on here, so hopefully that is sufficient. Yes, I think it is. All right. Wait, I was just standing up. Let me check the time. We're at about 47 minutes. All right, cool. So I'll make a mental note for the timestamps for people who just want Scorpio and maybe don't want to watch the shuffling or what have you, right? So anyway, let's see what we have here for you, Scorpio. All right. So you've got the Two of Cups in the right side up position, the Queen of Staves in the right side up position, the Four of Swords in the reverse position, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. This is all of your four main cards at the top. We'll get into the other cards where Spirit and when Spirit wants to do that, okay? Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of where I gotta change my placement. I've been changing my camera, but yes, that's why we take the photo, right? And I try to show you all the cards anyway. All right, so let's see here, Scorpio. Potential dates when some of these things may occur. We're saying that the first card can be from around, not set in stone, March 1st. March. Okay, that's weird. So maybe it has something to do with something in March. August 1st through the 7th. Second card can be from around August 8th through the 14th. Third card can be from around August 15th through the 22nd. And fourth card can be from around August 24th through the 31st, or even into the first couple of days of September, okay? So I'll say those dates again when we're on each card, but they're not like a super important focus here, okay? Let's see here, Scorpio. You only have one major arcana, which is in the past position. So not like a huge amount of change. Yes, there's still changes, but not like how Libra had, right? So you got 3 swords, 1 pentacle, 2 cups, and 1 wand. Alright, so swords is like the prevailing or dominant one of the minor arcana here. So that can be an underlying theme to your reading. So swords can talk about our mental health, our crown chakra, right? Is it in a good place, a not so good place, that kind of thing, okay? So also swords can be defenses, right? Defense mechanisms. But yeah, let's come back to that. I kind of just like to mention it at the beginning. But yeah, let's see here. So, you don't have, like with the one major arcana here that you have in the past, it's no zodiac signs official card, but you have the Fool card energy here. So it's like a little bit of Gemini, Sagittarius, but again, not their official card. So for some of you Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius, or you have a lot of it in your birth chart, or the other person does, or is referencing Gemini or Sagittarius season of this year, of last year, or even next year, or it means nothing at all. All right. So again, just something we kind of like to talk about in the beginning here. But yeah, if I had to say, dear Scorpio, this is looking like a really nice reading for you. Your first 2 weeks are very nice energy. Then you've got some good releasing happening, some shedding, cleansing, healing in the 3rd and 4th week. But there's no blockage, okay? So that's beautiful. All right, let's get down to it in the nitty gritty. All right, so your first card is the 2 of Cups in the right side up position. And we said this could be the first week of August or so, but this is a union card, okay? It's about an equal give and take emotionally here. They're both holding their cups right side up and giving them to each other. So we can talk about a romantic union, a platonic friend union, or even family or self-love union, okay? But it is highly divinely guided, okay? We see the angel in the background above them, okay? And so this is a beautiful energy to start off your month with, right? Any month, but especially August, okay? And this could be energy that we're picking up from the recent past as well here, Scorpio, still kind of coming in. But whatever this union is, or even if it's multiple unions, it feels really good for you, and it's leading to even more abundance and for momentum and progress, right? Because you go from the 2 of Cups right side up position in your first week to now the Queen of Staves, or Queen of Wands as she's known, in the 2nd week, okay? So now we have royalty energy, we have confidence, we have leadership. Oops, this is the card I was trying to hold by itself. Okay, but we have this kind of energy where the queen can close her eyes, right? In the photo, if you can see it, her eyes are closed, so she's taking a rest. So if you're in a leadership position or role, right, there's a huge team that is behind this one person or small few group of people, right? So if you think of politics or even celebrities, right, they've got the stylist, the manager, the photographer, the blah 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 blah, like the whole team kind of behind them to support them. Okay, so when this shows up here, Scorpio, it could be also stepping into some type of better health situation, or more passion or creativity within the physical body, getting fired up about something, right? You go from water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, with the 2 of Cups, to then Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with the Queen of Staves in the right side up position. It can be about developing more confidence, right? A silent knowing also too. We see this animal in the background in Egypt drinking water from the Nile River, right? And so if we were in the wild and we were an animal, we would only close our eyes if we felt comfortable that we're not going to be attacked, right, by another animal. So because her eyes are closed, because she has this support system around her, she can focus more on her health, or she can focus more on her confidence, her passion, her creativity, all those things, okay? There could also be, because of this union in the first week here, Scorpio, or multiple unions, they're supportive of this, okay? So there could be here, Scorpio, that you are leveling up in one area of your life or even multiple areas of your life with the Queen here. So stepping into some new next big step, okay? So that's beautiful. That's very nice, right? Yeah, let's see what's going on over here in your 3rd and 4th week, because again, there's no blockages here in your reading, Scorpio. It's just this shedding, this releasing, this healing energy, which is really nice. Okay, so you've got the 4 of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, it's showing up in your 3rd week, which we said could be from around August 15th through August 22nd or so. So you go from 2nd week, Queen of Staves, right side up, to 4 of Swords in the reverse position. Oh, I just got it tickling my throat. Hold on. All right, so this is what we call a good reversal. Okay, that's that shedding, releasing, healing energy. Someone or something is now ready to unbury old bad habits. Someone or something is ready to not be so secretive or embarrassed or guilty or humiliated by these general stresses that everyone has, right? So the anxiety, the worry, the overthinking. In the way back past, somebody was trying to hide it, but now they're unburying it, or you're unburying it, or the general environment energy is unburying it, and there's like this beautiful shedding and kind of releasing energy here. So let's see how, kind of this was possible here for you, Scorpio. So underneath the 4 of Swords in the reverse position, in the way back past, further back, right? It could be a couple days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. Whatever the past is for you. We have the 6 of Swords in the reverse position and the 8 of Pentacles in the right side up position, okay? So somebody could have had some type of blow to their ego, or not necessarily a blow to the ego for everybody, but there was some type of lack of success, or counting your, counting your eggs before your chickens, or your chickens before your eggs. I don't remember how it goes. But putting the cart before the horse, as they say, right? Or yeah, there could have been some type of success that didn't happen in the way that you wanted, or the other person, multiple people wanted, but it also, in the same token, was a good thing, right? So what do they say to rejection is God's protection, which I always thought was such a stupid saying, but I get it, right? It just sounds corny to me for some reason. So it's true though, right? So if there was some type of success here that was not given to you in the way back past, or given to somebody else, it also created this energy of, you know what, I'm going to channel that energy of what I didn't get, or my disappointment, or what have you, into working really hard for something else that's going to be even better. So that's that 8 of Pentacles energy in the right side up position. So being really busy with something in the past and working towards some type of new, reimagined or redefined success, okay? There was something else there I was going to say and I lost it, my train of thought. As the dogs are growling in the background. Yeah, it's like once this kind of letting go of the defenses and showing a little bit, again, unburying the sword, showing a little bit of your more human side, or your more vulnerable side, or whatever it is, the way that you would say that, right, is like that leads to putting in more work to again finding what the new success or the reworked success is going to be for you. And I think in the past here, Scorpio, that could have meant taking a break from something or isolating oneself to take a break and recharge. But it's like you did that a lot in the past and you don't need to do that anymore, right? So you go from the Four of Swords in the reverse position in the third week to the fourth week. Now we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse position, okay? Now somebody's already considered what makes them emotionally fulfilled and satisfied, what their emotional priorities, boundaries are. Somebody's already considered all of those things. And so instead of walking away, if the card was right side up, sorry, I'm trying to get the lighting so you can see it, it is reversed. So someone is now, instead of walking away, maybe they're walking back, or they're walking forward, or however you want to say it, right? And that feels right, again, because there's this shedding and releasing and healing and finding more positive, not positive, I feel like I say that word too much, positive and negative, no, it's more of like a healthy way, and bonding with other people too over these things, right? Not everybody, it's not saying you're going to tell your business to everybody, Scorpio, but to the people that you really trust, and you can learn a lot from them, and vice versa, right? So then underneath this Eight of Cups in the reverse position, let's see what else we have. Really nice energy from the past. You've got the Ace of Swords in the right side up position and the Fool in the right side up position. So that's that Gemini Sagittarius energy we were talking about in the Fool. But with the Ace of Swords, I said Ace of Cups, that's weird. I meant to say Ace of Swords. Let me just turn that down. If it would turn down because it's distracting. It's a commercial. Oh my god, really? Why aren't you responding to my finger? It's like going the opposite way. Alright, whatever. I guess it'll just be part of the reading there, because it's almost like distractions, right, Scorpio? In the past, maybe there was less distractions with that Ace of Swords and the right side up position energy here. There could have been more mental clarity, cutting away obstacles, right? Using the sword as not necessarily a weapon, like maybe how you used to do it, or they used to do it, but now using it as a tool to clear your path, to get the branches out of the way, to go fishing, to cut up the meat, right? All the good things that a sword would do, besides killing people, of course, or defending yourself, okay? So in the past, someone or something started to do that, and then it led to like the 0 or the 1 card in the tarot. The first card, I keep pointing the wrong one, that's the Fool. The first card in the tarot, right? So that is the beginning of the tarot journey, okay? The Fool, Gemini, Sagittarius energy is being a fool, right? Being a goofball, right? It's talking about ego and identity. So do I care what other people think of me if I'm foolish? Do I care what my old self would have thought? All those things. But it's also about a leap of faith. So here we see a tarot reader in the card, and there's a mirror behind her. That's the ego and identity, right? So it's like repeating the image that's in front of us is repeated again in the mirror. Mirrors are portals, right? So it's like, do I trust what I see in the mirror? Do I like what I see in the mirror? do I, yeah, more like trust. Do I want to go through that portal? Do I want to make that leap of faith? Right? So this energy here was in the past, Scorpio. And it fueled, again, this Eight of Cups in the reverse position to show up and say, instead of walking away, like if it was right side up, it's walking back, or it's walking forward, however you want to say it. And that's so beautiful. Again, the shedding, releasing, healing energy. So let's see what else we have here for you, Scorpio. So by the time we get over here to your tarot confirmation card, you have the Four of Wands in the right side up position. Okay, so it kind of was sitting on top of that Eight of Cups in the reverse position. And this Four of Wands, it comes in here and confirms all 4 weeks, all 4 cards that we just talked about. It's a combination of past and future energy. If you look at your first card of the reading and your last tarot card of the reading, Four of Wands is a union card. Can talk about celebrations, marriages, vulnerability, good health, happy times, parties, right? They're both union cards. Okay, so I feel like when this card is showing up here for you, Scorpio, it can be talking about walking backwards or forwards to some type of union, party, celebration, good health. Scorpio, remember your minor arcana here in your reading. What did I say? It was swords. Yeah, it was swords. So you got air sign energy, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's a Gemini over here with the Fool. Where's the fire, right? So the only fire card you have 2. Second week and your confirmation card. So how do we utilize the divine higher vibrational frequency energy of fire sign energy? How do we get more physical in the body, fired up, passionate, better health, all those things, enjoying life, right? Aries energy here. Again, Scorpio, you're gonna, I don't know if I said this already in your reading, I know I said it in the Libra reading, but you may be affected more when those north nodes changed from Scorpio to now Libra, right? But it's not necessarily a bad thing. So again, look up north node, what it means in general. If you feel guided, if you have your own birth chart, find out where you have your north node. It's matters of career, it's what you're supposed to do while you're on this earth in this human body. South node is more your karmic lessons, past lives, that kind of thing. But Scorpio, you were not the north node. You were the south node was in Scorpio for a long time, and now it moved out of Scorpio and now it's in Libra. So maybe that's part of this 3rd and 4th week here, Scorpio, where there is this shedding, releasing, healing, right? But it's almost, because your Four of Wands is past and future energy, it's kind of saying here to you, yeah, use that fire sign energy and look forward to the things that you can do with others. Look forward to being vulnerable. Look forward to having some type of union. Again, whether it's romantic or platonic, friends and family, or self-love, or all those things, or 1 or 2 of those things, right? But yeah, it feels really nice here for you, Scorpio. It feels like a long time coming to this point. Okay? But yeah, let's get into your oracle card as well. So the one that you got for this time period is the angel Razabar. And there's this woman and she's holding flowers and she's all like weepy and not weepy, but whimsical. All right. Very poetic kind of imagery here. So let's read real quickly a little bit of the poem and then kind of summarize it up here for you, Scorpio. But this is from the Rumi or Remy, depending on how you pronounce it, Oracle deck, Elena Fairchild's. And so he was a 15th century, 14th century Persian poet. And so they took some of his poetry and made these beautiful oracle cards. All right, so let's see what it says here for you. All right, so the angel Razabar. And that's my stomach growling, in case you heard. I already fed my stomach, so I don't know why it's just talking. Okay. The angel Razabar. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the reoccurring joy of living. The master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up, urges the master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, in service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. Oh, this thing won't work. Okay. I'm just gonna pretend I can't hear it. Hopefully it's not as loud for you as it is for me. I don't know why it will not just stop. I'm like, close the app, stop, be quiet, something. There we go. Okay. So sorry, Scorpio. I feel like I need to read the last sentence because I got lost. What is service but scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. Divine contribution is offered to those who wish to contribute to the world. The great beloved sees what's in your heart, what it is you wish to offer, and it is saying yes. Okay. There's a long thing here. Okay, let's summarize. This oracle brings special messages of reassurance that you're making progress and are indeed on the right path. Although it may not unfold exactly as you anticipate, it will indeed unfold. You are making a positive impact in the world more than you can consciously realize, and you're being asked, therefore, to continue. Do not give up. Do not turn back. Just continue. That was kind of like what I was saying with the Eight of Cups, right? Like, it's like, instead of walking away, right, someone or something here, Scorpio, is now walking forward or turning around and walking back. But they're not going back to past things or walking away. It's like a continue, like that the book just said to continue, and that's kind of what I was trying to describe earlier. Okay, so that's really interesting. Let's see what else. Take your steps, your journey, and know that the great master is aware of you and is sending you the holy ones, including that wise ancient mother, Angel Razabar, to bring you the blessings of true silence now. Let it clear and soothe your mind and heart and help you remember that peace dwells within you. All is well. Right? So sometimes we're scared of silence, but we need it. It's important. Okay, let's see what the little meditation is for this Angel Razabar card if you want to get more into the energy of it. All right. It says, say the following aloud. I am blessed to serve the great all-loving silence through the presence of divine joy, grace, and radiant compassion, through the Master that loves me without condition, and the blessed assistance of Angel Razabar, who loves me unconditionally. I accept all help, and I offer myself completely in service to life, to being, and to assist humanity in a practical way, according to the graces and talents I have been given. So be it. It says, if you can comfortably place your forehead on the floor, bowing to the earth, do so. Rest there for several moments. You have then finished your sacred honoring ritual. So for people who are not necessarily familiar with Rumi or Remy, he was Persian, and I believe he was a Sufi. Okay, so definitely have some, crossovers of like Muslim culture. I want to look up, I forgot to do this earlier, the Angel Razabar, if it'll give me like more info on her. Okay, so this one says Angel Razabar, also known as Ramzibar, claims that it means secret of the Creator. She is the holiest and most secret inwardness of Allah. Let's see what else. The divine feminine has always been present in Islam. This may be surprising to many people who see Islam as a patriarchal religion. Maybe the reason for this misconception is the very nature of the feminine in Islam. The divine feminine in Islam manifests metaphysically and in the inner expression of the religion. The divine feminine is not so much a secret within Islam as she is the compassionate heart of Islam that enables us to know divinity. Her centrality demonstrates her necessary and life-giving role in Islam. Sufism, or as some would define it, mystical Islam, has always honored the divine feminine. Of course, Allah has been both masculine and feminine qualities, but to the Sufi, Allah has always been the beloved, and the Sufi has always been the lover. In the Quran, referring to the final day, perhaps divulges a portion of this teaching, and there is manifest to them of God, which they have not expected to see. All right, so blah blah blah, right? It gets all into this really deeply, but yeah, I like that it was basically talking about the divine feminine in Sufism, and I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it, since I'm not like super familiar with Razabar, but I thought maybe some of you guys would appreciate that. Okay, so dear Scorpio, always feel free to let me know in the comments down below anything, if you want to say hi or just communicate, or let me know how things are going for you or how this reading may play out for you. I'd always love to hear from you guys. And yeah, anything else you want to see or suggestions or anything like that, always open to that. And of course, any interaction with the video, whether it's a thumbs up or even a thumbs down, right? It does help the video circulate more on YouTube in their algorithms. So if you feel guided and you want to do a thumbs up or thumbs down, or even subscribe if you haven't already, they're all great free ways to support the channel here, okay? But yeah, I'm going to post the photo for both Libra and Scorpio in a few minutes. But you guys take care, and then I'll be back tomorrow at some point with the Sagittarius Capricorn readings, and then all the others as we're going through the zodiac signs in their normal order. All right, so you guys take care, and I will see you later. All right, bye.